Now, let's say you have two families in any neighborhood, one headed by a father who is gainfully employed, paying his taxes, raising his kids right, and another family is headed by a dad who's making huge money through fraud schemes, buying expensive cars, taking his kids on lavish trips, knowing all along he's protected by powerful politicians. Now, which family do you think will soon become the example for all to follow? Well, this scenario is actually playing out right now in Minnesota, where too many have concluded that crime does indeed pay, at least in the Somali community. For years, this politically powerful group, a staggering 80,000 strong, has had liberals like Governor Tim Walz and Twin Cities mayors in their back pockets. And now they've concluded, yeah, they're above the law.
Walz he should be ashamed. That beautiful land, that beautiful state, it's a hellhole right now. And the Somalians should be out of here. They've destroyed our country. And all they do is complain, complain, complain.
Well, thanks to the City Journal, Americans and President Trump were made aware of a decade-long string of Somali fraud schemes that ended up stealing billions of taxpayer dollars by exploiting Minnesota's very generous welfare state, where the culprits here inoculated themselves from scrutiny by crying discrimination at every turn. You know how it goes. Well, it took long enough, but prosecutors finally started bringing the culprits down.
We've got 78 people that have been arrested pursuant to our investigation along with the interagency, and that investigation is very much ongoing. We are not finished. It was one of the largest fraud scams ever committed in the state of Minnesota history, and we are going to continue to interview and subpoena anyone involved with this case.
And now the state is getting a thorough review also by the Treasury Department, which announced it was launching its own investigation, including the claims that millions of the taxpayers' dollars were funneled to that Islamic terror group, Al-Shabaab. And on top of that, House Oversight Committee Chair James Comer just announced his own investigation. Now, this is all long overdue, but naturally, Democrats like Mayor Jacob Frey ignore the opportunity to clean up the crime and instead attack Trump and then pander to the Somalis.
We need to also be demanding better from an administration who is intent on targeting people and committing so much time, energy, and money to terrorizing certain groups within our community. That's not American. To our Somali community. Daman Shabka, Somalied Kunul, Minnesota, Garahan, Minneapolis.
How embarrassing. And by the way, so much for the melting pot. But it's not just the left that's responsible here. So are the media. They were complicit in their aggressive lack of curiosity on what's been happening. Undoubtedly, they're afraid of damaging their everyone's welcome here narrative on the third world refugees. But this week, the New York Times was finally shamed into running this piece: how fraud swamped Minnesota's social services system on Tim Walz's watch. Now, it quoted a professor, Ahmed Samatar, who's described as a leading expert in Somali studies, and he noted that Somali refugees who came here after that country's civil war were raised in a culture where stealing from a dysfunctional and corrupt government was widespread.
I don't want them in our country. Their country's no good for a reason. Their country stinks. We're going to go the wrong way if we keep taking in garbage into our country. Ilhan Omar is garbage. She's garbage. Her friends are garbage.
Well, I'm not wild about the garbage comment. Remember when Biden called Trump's constituents garbage? We weren't too happy about that. But look, the blowback from the local politicians against the administration, I mean, the fraud was rampant, but their blowback against Trump, well, that's predictable here.
No human being is garbage. And that kind of language is dangerous. It's dangerous. It puts people's lives in danger.
Of course, he has his own history, but a danger? Trump's putting people in danger? Now, in the span of 3 decades, Minneapolis went from being a safe, homogeneous, sleepy city to a Somali gangland where criminality is regularly contextualized, such as with a recent case of the rape of a 12-year-old girl by a Somali immigrant. Now, before he was sentenced, his local Islamic center wrote him a community support letter. Isn't that lovely? And Trump's favorite congresswoman, who famously downplayed concerns about al-Qaeda, insists the negative picture painted of Somalis is all wrong.
We are the most generous people. We are one of the most friendliest communities. It is why we made Minnesota home, because it fits with our character. Minnesota nice is not just something we say, it's something that is true. And Somalis are as nice as Minnesota is. We are, like I said, very resilient. We're very hardworking, and we are very patriotic.
Okay, well, if that's true, then the community should have no problem following and respecting American customs, because patriotism requires respect for American law, even when it means that some in your community are sent to prison or sent packing. And that's the angle.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.